That's it. That's it. Educate me on why it's wrong, and we can move forward. And then it's my decision whether to say it again or not to say it again. You know, whenever this type of shit happens, it makes my neck hair stand up. It really fucking does. Because I've had a past, but I know where I am today. And you know what? Don't say that, oh, well, Joey, that's you. No. I know a lot of people who've changed. Like, I've seen it now. I've been gone for 30 fucking years. I've been gone since 1993. I come back here and I see friends of mine and I ask about them or whatever, and they've changed. They've turned their lives around. Whatever they used to do, they don't do no more. You have to evolve as a human being. That is very important. I try to evolve as much as I fucking can. You know, sometimes I can't, but you try. You try to fucking change. You look at yourself and go, I could be this much better today. You know, for me, it was the drugs. I had to get off the fucking cocaine and everything, and I knew it made me a better person. And then after I got clean and my mind got right, because when you're on drugs, your mind is not fucking right. So after I got off the drugs, I thought about all the things I had done over the years, and I fucking, you know, changed them around to the best of my ability. That's all you could do. And you have to be very honest with yourself to do something like that. To actually sit down and go, dog, I've been fucking up with this shit lately. I have to reinvent myself. You know, I have to fucking reinvent myself. That's what it's all about. So for the Charles Gruden thing, Gruden, whatever his name is, John Gruden or whatever the fuck his name is, you know, they took his fucking, so because he said something 13 years ago or 9 years ago, whatever the fuck, 2012 I think it was, we're going to take him down off the ring, we're going to take him off a fucking sports game, we're going to just fucking chastise him. Who the fuck are we to do that as Americans? That's what this is. This is America. The land of fucking opportunity. And now we're taking food out of people's mouths. Yeah, Gruden will be back in a year and a half on some sports network as an analyst. But that's a year and a half that he has to stay in his house with the fucking shades drawn because somebody wasn't happy with what he said 12 fucking years ago. I don't agree with that, guys. And my heart goes out to the African-American community, and my heart goes out to the gay community for whatever he said. But at the same time, it was a joke. Have we forgotten what a fucking joke is? Have we forgotten? I mean, have we just forgotten that somebody's saying a joke? Now, the other thing that happened that was fucking bad was the Dave Chappelle thing. Now, you guys know where I stand with this. And as far as all that shit goes, you've got the wrong motherfucker. You really do have the wrong motherfucker. I can't tell you in so many ways how you got the wrong motherfucker. Now, before we get this fucking curtain of this started, I'm a stand-up. I read the book Lenny Bruce, Ladies and Gentlemen, Lenny Bruce, and that's what led me to that career. Yes, I had been into Richard Pryor over the years, and yes, I was a fan of stand-up. You know, I was a fan of the white dude, the crazy. I was a fan of him, whatever. You know, I read a book, and I decided to get into stand-up comedy. When I started stand-up comedy, I was given advice. You're given a lot of advice, and people tell you not to do this, not to say this, to be clean. You know, Sinbad spoke to me when I started. All these guys, Joey, you're talented, you don't have to be dirty. No, you have to be whatever your heart calls for. So let's get this straight. When I first got on that stage, I went out there to be the best entertainer I could be. I did not want to use curse words and stuff. I went out there with a suit on. I combed my hair. I did as much as I could to be a regular entertainer. At that time, it was Lenny Clark. I saw Lenny Clark with a suit on do the Rodney special, and I lost my motherfucking mind. I knew I had to be part of that. So, okay, I tried stand-up comedy for like 9 months in the beginning, and I bombed being clean, and I went to my go-to. I went to me being dirty. And all my life, since I heard Richard Pryor, I was dirty. I loved speaking that shit. I loved it. Blah, 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 blah. I got into stand-up comedy. Now, before I got into stand-up comedy, I read a lot about it. I read as much as I could. Biographies, I watched videos, I asked questions. Now, the anatomy of a stand-up is how your world collides with the rest of the fucking world. How your world collides with the rest of the world. That's the smallest equation for comedy. If you come to me and you pay me and you go, Joey, I need for you to coach me, tell me what's the meaning of comedy. It's how my world collides with the rest of the world. Okay? I'll give you an example. I have a child. Okay? When I was a kid, I fucking suffered a lot with my allergies. I was allergic to dogs, and I was allergic to maple fucking syrup, okay? In my house, you know, I had dogs. My mother had a dog at the dry cleaner when I was a kid. The people next door to me had fucking dogs. It felt like I was surrounded by dogs all the time. I got bit by dogs fucking 8 or 9 times. I got bit in the face. I got bit in the leg. I got bit in the hand. It doesn't fucking matter here. I liked dogs. I would pet a dog, and my eyes would swell, and my nose would leak, and my throat would shut, and I would end up in the fucking hospital. Fucking maple syrup. You know, how can you tell a fucking kid he's allergic to fucking maple syrup? When I came from Cuba, my mother used to make, you know, rice with eggs on top, fucking steak with eggs on top, pure fucking disgusting shit. It's good, but it's fucking disgusting. You know, the steak with the egg on top, huevo caballo, with the white rice, and you break the fucking yolk over the steak, and it drips onto the meat and the rice. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me, guys. So all of a sudden, I went to like school or something. Somebody turned me on to a fucking pancake. I put the fucking syrup on it like in the first grade, and next thing you know, I'm dizzy, I'm passed out, and I'm in a fucking ambulance going to some hospital, and my mother's meeting me up there. This is a true fucking story, guys. And then they told us we were allergic to maple syrup, the sweetness, and then something happened with honey when I was a kid, and I got fucking taken to the hospital again. I was a mess when I was a kid. I was allergic to all that shit, okay? It was fucking horrible. You know what it is to fucking, I still remember being in my first summer camp, like, you know, where you go and do push-ups and jump off a diving board and all that shit. I still remember going and them giving us pancakes for breakfast. And me like, you know, what do you think? There was an alternative fucking menu in those days? What do you think? Like, you could call ahead and say, I want a vegan menu? Fuck you.